Hello, it's Tuesday the 5th of January 2010 and I'm Martin Smith with a daily outlook from MaxiForex. The dollar weakened versus the euro and the yen and gained versus the pound as more signs of recovery raised demand for higher yielding currencies. ISM manufacturing PMI came out stronger than expected with 55.9. Nasdaq and Dow Jones jumped by 1.73% and 1.50% respectively on the first trading day of 2010. Crude gained by 2.73%, closing at $81.53 a barrel, and gold strengthened by 2.26%, closing at $1,120 an ounce on a weaker dollar and higher demand for commodities. Today, pending home sales are expected with minus 2.3% versus 3.7% prior, and factory orders are expected with 0.5% versus 0.6% prior. The euro gained versus the dollar after final manufacturing PMI came out as expected with 51.6, and Italian prelim CPI came out better than expected with 0.2%. Stocks rallied as more economic recovery signs lifted risk appetite for higher yielding assets again. Overall, the euro dollar traded with a low of 142.57 and a high of 144.55. The euro dollar is trapped between 142.50 and 144.50 and no clear trend is available. Today, German unemployment change is expected with 6,000 versus minus 7,000 prior. CPI flash estimate is expected with 0.9% versus 0.5% prior. Resistance is at 144.65, 145 and 145.25, and support at 143.75, 143.25 and 142.75. The pound weakened versus the dollar after earlier reaching its highest rate in 2 weeks. Manufacturing PMI came out stronger with 51.1 and net lending to individuals came out stronger with 1.1 billion, leading the pound towards 162.35 resistance level. But selling pressure along with US economic data drove the pound lower to 1.61 again. The pound dollar is able to remain above 162. A short position is preferred. Overall, the pound dollar traded with a low of 160.58 and a high of 162.40. Today, construction PMI is expected 47.6 versus 47 prior. Resistance is at 1615, 162, 1624 and 160.65, with support at 1602 and 1599. The yen gained versus the dollar after overbought conditions, and the dollar's weakness versus the other majors led the dollar lower. Monetary base came out stronger with 5.2% versus 3.5% expected. Overall, the dollar yen traded with a low of 92.18 and a high of 93.21. The dollar yen is facing strong resistance at 93.30, and until it breaks above this level, it is more likely to continue its correction downwards. No major economic data is expected today. Resistance is at 92.95, 93.2 and 93.5, with support at 92.25, 91.9 and 91.6. The CAD gained versus the dollar as more economic recovery signs pushed commodities and higher yielding assets higher. Overall, the dollar CAD traded with a low of 103.51 and a high of 105.17. The dollar CAD is pushing lower toward the continuance of its long-term downtrend. Today, RMPI is expected with 1.2% versus 2.5% prior. Resistance is at 104.45, 104.75 and 103.52, with support at 103.45 and 103.15 and 102.65. That's it from me. Be sure to visit us at maxiforex.ru.